Yo, check this out, right? So listen, I have to correct something I said earlier, right? In terms of when you run from the police, you know what I'm saying? Is you worried about the police beating the shit out of you? I ran from the police 3 times. One time I was in my mom's car during the blizzard. I went to Waterbury and I came back. I went to go get some dust. Dusters driving the fuck home. Highway started looking like Guitar Hero at one point. I came home and like the police, I guess, had lit me up and I didn't even notice it. And the snow looked like diamonds and shit was lit. And so I'm racing home, bro, in like treacherous conditions. No license, driving fucked up as a motherfucker. And so I guess the police like chased me home. Like, and it was the point like I ran on them and I raced them without even realizing I did that. So like I got home and my mom and dad was up and like I was like, fuck. And it was like, yeah, like, police was looking for the car. We reported it stolen. Like, I'm like, well, you didn't think she's like, we didn't know you took it. We just thought it was stolen. So yeah, like, that shit was wild. Like, I was a wild ass kid, bro. This was like 10 years ago. And then there was the other time when I ran, which was like I lived at the old apartment in the sticks. I lived at the Little Mexico Dome, and I was running. I ran through the homeless camp because they lit me up by the bridge. And I ran to the Big Y through the homeless camp because I knew they couldn't drive through the homeless camp. I knew once I ran, I was like, they might shoot, kill, or beat the shit out of me if I don't get to the house. If I can get to the house and then they have to knock and I open the door calmly, yeah, they might shove me against the wall and cuff me and be a little bit rough doing that, but they're not going to beat the shit out of me. But if I don't get to the house, they're going. So I made sure I ran to the point where it was like I had beyond a head start. Like, I knew if I walked, they weren't going to catch up with me. So I was like, I got back to the crib. And sure enough, exactly what I thought would happen. You know what I'm saying? Showed up like 2 minutes later, knocked. I opened the door. The moment I opened the door, they slammed me against the wall, thinking I had a gun and shit. They're like, you don't got nothing on you, do you? Like, it's gonna poke me, stab me, stick me, blow me up, or shoot me. Guns, hand grenades, machine guns, assault rifles, like needles, anything. No. So like, then the other time, that was like the most recent time I ran probably. But then the other time was the first time I ever ran, I was on longboard. And basically I got to the top of the hill behind the high school in the sticks. I was like 18 years old, I just come back from Detroit. And the police lit me up because they've been seeing me, I guess, a lot. And they just wanted to like know who I was, I guess, I don't know. So like they pulled me over and like, they asked my name. I didn't have ID. They asked for ID. I said, I don't have it. So it was like, they asked my name. I gave them a fake name, said my name was Mike something. And them motherfuckers went to run my shit. And when they went to come back, I said, watch. Once this dude takes a few paces from the cop car, I'm ghosting on him. I know down this hill I can get going 50, 60 miles an hour on this longboard. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to bail in them bushes at the fucking bottom of the shit where the high school is at, where the road splits in 3. He gonna think I went to Valero and keep coasting. I'm gonna then turn around after a couple minutes, go right the fuck back home once I'm guaranteed he's headed towards town. That motherfucker probably thought I got in a car. Sorry, Officer Curse. Anyway, so yeah, like, shit was wild, bro. Like, that's the thing too, like I said in the other video, where some people say they like your coworkers. I get why, like, cause like you get to know some of these motherfucking badge numbers and name, like, by the back of your hand, but it's like at the same time, it's like, so with the spot 'em got 'em shit, that shit hit a personal tone with me too, because it's like, I know what it's like when you are beefing with a department, And like that, you don't like that shit. That's the scariest. I can't even say none of my beats was scary like that. I don't get scared, but that was probably like the closest thing to. That was like a different level. Like it's to a point it makes your life hell. Like put like this, the only time shit like that made my life hell was beefing with a certain other group of people. You feel what I'm saying? And that was like made in both ways made it hell. That way made it hell only in a legal sense because that person worked in the courthouse. But in terms of with the police, that shit made my life hell in so many different ways. There's a reason I don't live where my parents live at. That's why. So, you know, when you got people who's under the police that really hate you and want to kill you, you know what I'm saying, telling you that these motherfuckers want to kill you and advising that when you come out of prison, you know, because they know you're going to prison, not to come back here because they fuck with you and they try to look out. You feel what I'm saying? Like I had a cop that stopped by when he got off duty and tell me this shit. And like he didn't have to do that. It's not like I give them anything. They don't have nothing to gain from me. You know, it's really just like off like him giving a fuck and like they don't like this person either who's in charge. So, but yeah, like this shit was like. I know how it is when you get harassed like that by the police. It can be really like I don't know if I want to say the word traumatic, but it's like really like it fuck with you. It fucks with you. Like it keeps you up at night. You know what I'm saying? You be worried like you be like, is these motherfuckers gonna try to kill me? These motherfuckers gonna try to make me look like a suicide? Like it's wild. Like cause you know that you beefing with a government resource. Man, that shit just be so like, I've been there. That's why like for SPOTEMGOTTEM, I'm like, if I know when it was like that with me, how I was thinking, he probably thinking the same way. And he a little kid, man, comparatively. Like I was older when it was like that. When I took them to war, I was older. I was like 25 when I took the cops to war. So I feel for him, man. I think a lot of people make lighthearted jokes about the situation, but it's nothing to joke about. That shit is really scary to him, possibly. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I know motherfuckers who's not scary individuals, and that would be scary to them. I'm just very rare in the sense I don't get scared. So, I really have to ask, like, you know what I'm saying? Why this keep happening to me? It's kind of fucked up. Like, I know from the outside looking in, I feel like they might try to they have a hard on for him. Like, they just trying to fuck with him for no reason. Like, this shit messed up. But like I said, I had to correct what I said earlier. I guess as like an afterthought or like a secondary thought, you might be thinking like, cause I know after the police almost killed me with the knee on the neck, that was one of right after that was the last time I ran. And that was the whole reason I ran like I was motherfucking running a marathon, like I was in the Olympics or some shit. Because I was like, these motherfuckers is not catching me. Because I know if I get to the house, they not going to beat the shit out of me. Just the only way I could run through the shit the way I'm trying to do it right now. Because I knew if they caught me too, I had something on me that I didn't want. Like, I wanted to make sure I could keep that safe. And I knew if they had a warrant for me as a person, which was what was the case, that there was no chance that that being at the house was gonna stop being at the house as long as it wasn't in their view. So yeah, like that's why I had to come back. I had to say like, listen, okay, so it might have been a secondary thought, but I promise you, running because you don't want to go to jail right now. At least you might not want to go to jail. Period. That's usually what it is. With me, it's like I don't want to go to jail right now. I'm out this bitch, man.